How's it going out there? It's been quite a while since I've done one of these, so I figured I'd jump on today and do a little video, a little Monday morning chat with Colin Work. I've been feeling not so much myself, but more myself than I have been in quite a while, if that makes sense. I really feel like my art has gotten kind of formulaic. As I posted on Instagram on Thursday. I don't know, it just feels like it's by the numbers. You get to a point where you do enough work that, I don't know, it just feels like you do the same thing, the same thing every issue, every panel. It's like you don't shake things up, which when you've been drawing for a while, kind of like I have, it's hard. It's hard to shake things up. It's hard to, adapt your style to something new. But it's all part of learning, right? It's the important part. Because if you're not learning, you're just getting stagnant and all that good stuff. Anytime I try to change up my style, it always just comes right back to how I usually draw. You just get back into those old habits, which is fine because that's comfortable. But, you want to be able to throw new stuff in there, a different way of doing anatomy, a different way of, just something just to make it feel fresh. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of thinking about like my life personally, just working on still getting over this pericarditis. It's been a trek, we'll say, that's for sure. I wouldn't be able to do it without my wife, Pam. She's really been my rock these last few months. She's got her own stuff going on, but she's really taken hold, and she's kind of taken my place. She does a lot of the stuff that I would usually be doing because I'm not allowed to do anything right now. At the day job, I'm just doing desk work. Anything involving a computer, basically, I end up doing, which is fine. Like, it's no big deal. I'm actually learning lots in that way. At least I'm still able to work, which is nice. If I was still doing construction, like, I wouldn't be able to work right now. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's been nice that I've been allowed to do that for this long. And just dealing with family stuff and memories that have kind of been from my childhood that have been kind of peeking their ugly little heads out. If you follow me on my personal page, you'll know what I'm talking about. I don't know if right now I want to get in too much to it on this channel, because this channel is supposed to be about comics and art and, fun stuff. Doing a little Wolverine here. I've been reading a lot of, or not so much reading, but looking a lot of like Joe Mad art lately. Actually, there's a few guys I've been looking at lots, but Joe Madureira, the way he draws Wolverine is so just bestial and thick. Like, I just really like it. So I've been trying to incorporate some of that into my work, especially the way he has like his from his neck going down to his shoulders, it's just like sloping, you know, not just meh, meh. It's just like, bro, he's just a piece of meat. Like, I really like it. Just a piece of Canadian hairy meat. I like drawing Wolverine in its classic brown and yellow or orange or gold or whatever you want to call it suit. That's the suit that he was wearing when I first discovered X-Men and Uncanny X-Men. I did a video of it. I'll actually throw a link of it at the end of this video. Very first X-Men comic that I got, where Wolverine's fighting Sabretooth through the X-Mansion for the life of Psylocke, who eventually joins the team at the end of that issue. Art by Alan Davis, I believe. And I want to say inks by Paul Neary, rest in peace. Paul, who just passed away the other day, which is such a shame. But yeah, like, this is the suit that Wolverine was wearing when he was battling Sabretooth. And talk about battling Sabretooth, have you guys been checking out Sabretooth War in Wolverine right now going on? Violent. As a kid growing up, you know, maximum carnage. Like, there's stuff going on in chaos, but like, for a series called Maximum Carnage, like, you think it would have been a little more violent, right? But it was the 90s, so it couldn't be too violent. Can you imagine if they did Maximum Carnage now? Like, because Marvel's got this new Bloodlust series with a bunch of vampires, and they're touting it as the bloodiest Marvel series of all time, and with Sabretooth War here running through Wolverine as part of the whole Fall of X deal. Like, Sabretooth and these other saber teeth, I guess, from other realities, like the whole multiverse gimmick, just rampaging through all these X-Men, cutting off heads and eating them and all this stuff. It's just pure nasty, and it's just awesome. Like, as far as Sabretooth goes, like, that's Sabretooth. But yeah, this is my favorite suit. His yellow and blue one from, like, the X-Men animated series is probably definitely second favorite, because it's classic. But the old brown and yellow, brown and orange, whatever it is, that's the hotness right there for me. If the camera's shaking, I apologize, because I'm erasing. I don't like erasing. I don't know if I'm talking loud enough, because I'm half asleep still. It's almost gonna be medication time. Drawing some claws. I find Wolverine's claws the most pain part of drawing him, because, like, they're supposed to be metal, right? So you don't want them, like, all wobbly and wonky. But sometimes it's hard to get them non-wonky. That's just the way she goes. And his little ejection ports, or whatever you want to call them, on his hands. I was looking at Frank Miller's Wolverine #1, where it's like the classic image of Wolverine looking at the reader with his claws popped, and he's got his hand kind of up by his face. I've always looked at that and just like, that's an awesome image. You know, same thing, classic. Then I was looking at it the other day, and if you look, like, here, I'll zoom in a bit if I can. Like, Wolverine's, these ejection things are supposed to be on his knuckles kind of idea. So they would go with his knuckles in that image. One is where it should be, and then like Frank just has him in a straight line. So the one would be like way up on his fingers, which it is what it is. It don't matter. It's comics. Who cares, right? I just found that funny. That, you know, in how many years, this is the first time I ever noticed that just the other day. Try to get some non-wobbles in there. Not talking, concentrating. Who's ready for X-Men 97? That's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see that. A lot of people are hating on it. Oh, the costumes look stupid. They're so blah. X-Men so woke. Yada, yada, yada. Whatever. I'll be watching. Because really, even watch like the original X-Men animated series. There's definitely some wonky parts in it. Like some of the animations kind of like people want to talk that it's so groundbreaking and just epic, which yeah, like I'll definitely give you that. Like it was good, but there's some wonkiness there, so it's not perfect, right? So yeah, got a little Wolvie. I didn't put him high enough so you can't see his feet. That's fine. We'll just, that's the way she goes. She's just a sketch, right? It's just working on those principles, just playing around. It's got his little mask here. When I first started drawing, I drew a lot of Wolverine. And one thing that I always dislike doing is drawing him kind of like side profile, because the mask never looked right. And I don't draw Wolverine's mask like it's two Batman kissing. I have that middle part nice and straight. Why I draw it like that, I don't know, but that's the way I draw it, so that's the way she goes, you know? I was going to ink this one too, but I don't know. I like the pencils. I think I'll just leave her as is for right now. I'd color those in right now, but I won't. Whatever. So, what do you guys think? Wolverine, out of nowhere. Alright, that'll about do it for today. We'll see what we got going for next week. If we have another episode, we might not. See what happens. I want to make these videos not something I have to do every week. I want to do them just something just because why not, right? I got something to tell you guys. I got something to talk about, something I'm working on. No, I don't want to feel like I'm doing these videos because I have to. And I don't want you guys to be watching like a 15-20 minute video, if not longer, of me just babbling on about nothing because I said that I would do it, right? So we might have a new episode next week, might not. I'm not sure. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm really working on my mental health these days, like a lot. So yeah, we'll see where she goes. And I hope you enjoyed this video, me yet again just rambling on about Wolverine this time and the X-Men and stuff. If that's more the kind of stuff you want to see, let me know. And yeah, I will see you next time around. Catch you later.